Hey, I'm Corey Wilkins for Ears Only Audio. Thanks again for tuning in for yet another video. If you like what you see in here, please do hit that subscribe button just as soon as you get a chance. Maybe share it with a friend and give us a thumbs up if you would. So we got a short one today, but before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a brand new website that's out there that includes a little bit about me and some of the things that I do, some of the services that I offer here at the studio. It has a few testimonials as well as some samples of my mixes and let's see, way to get a hold of me and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So the website, you can find it in the description. It's CoreyWilkins.com. And if you go there, you can learn all kinds of cool stuff about the studio, see some cool pictures and all that. Goodness. Okay. Today I want to talk about an interesting, creative way to use delays that you maybe don't think about all the time. So this past week I had the distinct pleasure to have this band called DAB in the studio, D-A-B. They are fantastic, kind of metal band, I guess you would call them. They were three-piece, so drums, bass, and guitar. So a lot of my consideration when I was setting up to mic these guys was how can I get a like a wider sound? You know, drums, bass, and guitar. You kind of if you just do it like a normal production, you just kind of it's pretty narrow. It's not like you can throw your guitar all the way off to one side and have nothing on the other side to balance it out. So what I did is when we did the guitar tracks, I did a lot of room miking. So and what we're going to look at today is a guitar solo where I mic'd it up with a SM57 on the cab and then a CAD M179 on the room, facing one of my kind of more reflective walls that is a little bit further. We had the amp set up like down that end of the room, kind of by the drums behind me. And I had that mic pointing at the wall that I'm looking at right now where my computer is. Okay. But my room isn't very big. As you can see, it's a garage, right? It's not super long. I'm not going to get a whole bucket load of ambience and like it's a big space, because it's not a big space, right? And it's not real reflective in here, okay? So what I did is I took the time adjuster plugin. It's a stock plugin in Pro Tools. I'm sure your DAW has one too if you're not using Pro Tools. It's just your standard delay plugin, and I moved the room microphone back a lot. So here's what it sounds like with just the 57, and then I'll add in the room so you can hear it. Take it away. Now I have the room microphone panned pretty hard off to the right side, and then I have the actual guitar solo going up the middle. And so what you're hearing that signal hit you right up the middle first, and then you're hearing a little bit of kind of almost slap back on the left hand side. So like,
unsoloed all tracks.
Let's take it out of solo here. Now, do realize that this is a very, very rough mix. Basically just enough so I could send it off to Steven, who is the lead singer, so he can just make sure that all of his vocals and lyrics and melodies and stuff are ready to go before we track vocals. So this is a very much a rough, but here's what it sounds like in context. Okay, now without that room mic. tell that's cool, that's fine, but it's kind of boring. Whereas that makes it fun. So the name of the band is Dab. You definitely should check them out. I know that this song is going to be going up on iTunes and Google Play and Spotify and all that probably within the next couple of weeks. D-A-B, Dab. Please do check them out. And again, I'm Corey Wilkins from Ears Only Audio. I hope you enjoyed this little tip on how you can use a delay to push something back to create more of a sense of space. You can also, another really great use for this is like room mics for drums. If you're in kind of a smallish room and you really can't get that sort of sense of separation, but you like the sound of your room enough to mic it up, but it's just not quite big enough, just put a time adjuster delay as the first in line in your A slot, and just move it back a little bit until you can kind of hear it get behind the hits of your other drums. And then, of course, you know, the obvious use is that really the intended use for this plugin, this time adjuster, is to correct phase when things are not like 180 degrees out of phase. If they're just a little bit out of phase, you just move one of them back, you know, whichever one's coming first. Like, great example of that would be like if you have a bass guitar where you recorded a DI and you recorded a mic on the amp, the DI is actually going to get to the desk faster than the amp is, so you push the DI back a little bit so it's in line with the amp to get it in phase. That's what this is normally used for, but you can always use things for more than why they were created, right? So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will be seeing you with another video real soon. We got a gear demo and shootout coming up next, so I'm really excited for that. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. I will talk to you later.